side of the ring and working with Maria Kanellis at that point in time in 2016?
Well, there's so many ways that I can answer this question. Well, first and foremost, working with Maria, I learned a lot working with her. I learned a lot about myself, about, what I can bring to the table, what I have to offer. Even though she was vile and mean and horrible, she actually brought the best out of me. And I'm actually very thankful that I had to go through all of that, because it's made me a stronger person, and it's made me work that much harder to prove myself in Impact. And yeah, at one point me and Sienna were sort of friends, but I don't even know if you call it that, because she was so opposite to me. And I feel like all of that stuff that they put me through, I'm just going to use that as ammunition at Bound for Glory.
I mean, let's be real. We were never really friends. We just happened to be working for the same person. I am very grateful toward Maria.
Well, I tried to be your friend. I definitely tried to be your friend.
I know, you tried to be everyone's friend. I don't like people that like everyone. I think that's pretty clear. But I really appreciated Maria for bringing me in and giving me the role that I was given. And even though I knew that there was so much more for me to do, I knew that she always believed in me. And she told me that plenty of times, that she saw something there and that she believed that I would expand and grow. And I have, ironically, when she left. And I'm very happy for her and her family, and I do miss her.
Hey ladies, it's Mike Johnson from PWInsider.com. I hope you're doing well. How are you?
Hi. Good.
So, one thing that hasn't been talked about yet today is the fact that the pay-per-view is going to be in Ottawa as opposed to the Impact Zone. Talk a little bit about your personal history working in Canada in the past and what you are looking forward to in terms of performing in front of the Canadian fans as opposed to the fans in Orlando, where it's a different sort of circumstance and environment.
Well, I mean, for me, I am Canadian. I grew up in Toronto. And to be able to go back to my home country and perform in front of Canadian fans is just so incredibly special to me. I keep saying this for like every question. I'm like, I'm so excited, but I really, really, really am so excited. And I feel like it's kind of gone full circle for me. I wrestled the independents in Ottawa and the Ottawa area back, when in 2005, 2006, and now flash forward, 12, 13 years later, I'm going back to Ottawa, but this time I'm going back with Impact Wrestling at Bound for Glory in a championship match. So it's really special, and I'm so gosh darn excited.
Sienna, anything about wrestling in Canada?
I am not from Canada, though there were parts of my life where people assumed that I was, because I am from Detroit. That's where I live, so we're basically across the street. And when I was coming up on the independent scene, I wrestled a lot in Ontario. I wrestled across Ontario and also in Montreal. I've never actually been to Ottawa, but I've been pretty close. I was doing that for years, so I know a lot of those fans up there. They know me, and it's almost like a second home in a way. So it's very exciting. I am excited to be out of the Impact Zone, to be quite frank, because I think that these fans up in Ottawa have been waiting for us, and I know they're going to be crazy, but the good kind of crazy.
And Canadian fans are so passionate, and they love wrestling. And I think, like Sienna said, they've been wanting us to come up there for so friggin' long, and now we are, and I think it's going to be insane.
Just a quick follow-up to Mike's question there, for both you two to answer. Do you feel either of you and or Gail have a home court advantage, so to speak? Allie, you've wrestled in Ottawa. Sienna, you have not been there. I don't know if Gail has, but she's from Toronto, so perhaps she has. Anyone have a home field advantage?
Well, I feel like knowing that the Canadian Canadian fans are behind us certainly makes me feel a lot more confident going into it. I have friends and family that some of which have never seen me perform, and they're going to be there. And I feel like that energy is definitely going to push at least myself to work that much harder and really, really want to prove myself to those fans.
Yeah, I kind of feel the opposite because Gail and Allie are both from Canada, so I feel like they're going to have more pressure. I feel like I have the advantage because I don't have anything. I mean, obviously I have my championship riding on this, but I don't have like my family and friends up there watching me. And I think that it's going to be different when they get in that ring and they actually feel the pressure of their quote unquote people all surrounding them and their family and their friends, but they don't want to disappoint. That adds a different pressure, and I guess we'll just see if they crack under it.